And the answer to all of this, which God is revealing himself, is of course to be found in verse 26, of which we've just read to you. Lift up your eyes on high and see who has created these things. You see, they know there is a God, but they're blinded. And so often Israel was blinded by rebelliousness, idolatry, and they were stiff-necked. And what they're blinded to here is his greatness and his sovereignty. And of course, this is so helpful to those who walk by faith and not by sight. And we too can be guilty of this, as we're going to see as we open this up further. They're blinded to God's creation. They're blinded to the fact that you can admire, you can look at his creation. You can acknowledge his creation each day as you give him praise and glory, which helps with our faith and our relationship with him. You see how easy it is, isn't it, to believe in the power and the might of God and yet doubt that he can provide for our everyday needs. That he can deliver us and look after us and keep us whole in mind, body and spirit. How easy it is to forget that. And yet we are confronted day in, day out by the miraculous power and creation of Almighty God. And yet we can be so blinded, we can be so inward looking, failing to see what God has done and continues to do. And the children of Israel were guilty of this. And as God is going to start to comfort them, because he knows Israel's future, he knows what they're going to face, he's revealing the comforting side. And in order to do that, you have to see his greatness, his majesty, his sovereignty. And of course, as I've said, this helps with our relationship with him. Because it's easy to believe the power and might of God, yet in our trials, our everyday needs, we confess anything but. You see, when you confess and you come clean with God, you will find verse 29 to 31 will be your experience. And let's read it as we go on.